My big concern is what we're seeing in semiconductors could be exactly what Bitcoin went through in 2021. Look at the pattern in Bitcoin. All right, so bear with me here. So look at this pattern here. Okay, and I'm not sure why it's not writing, but that's okay. There we go. So there we go. Look at this M pattern with a higher. So notice this high was higher on Bitcoin. And look at the downside that we saw. Now, if we go over here, you could argue that we're seeing the same sort of pattern formation in the semis. In fact, the semis have made a slightly higher high as well, and we're now coming off of those, all right? So again, the thought process here for me, I'm always looking for these avenues that give me an edge. I want an edge because that's how I make my money. That's how you're going to make your money. And really what we're seeing here again is the potential that you're at the beginning of this rollover period. Now, again, when we started to downtick, did anyone, aside from me and a few others, did anyone think this was going to happen? And the answer is absolutely not. That's exactly what we're going on right here. Right here, it's AI, NVIDIA. Oh my gosh, this is going to change a lot. Well, you know what? They said the same crap for the dot-com bubble. The same thing, and we know what happened there. Now, listen, it didn't mean that everything was wiped out. You could make a lot of money, but you had to be patient. Patient investing is so, so important here, guys. And again, I can't stress that enough. You've got to be ready to be patient and expect when everyone else is telling you AI is going to change the world. You can think it's going to change the world. I think it's going to change the world. But you know what? I also understand human psychology. And human psychology tells us that people get way too excited about it. Then there's this drawdown where people say, oh my goodness, this is going to take 5 years for this to really take hold, or whatever it is. They all panic and sell. Maybe it's because of a recession, which, by the way, is likely on tap for early next year. And ultimately, that's where you have a crash. Money runs for cover. Money here wasn't scared. Now it got scared down here. That's when it bottoms out. We're not scared in money on semis right now, or at least generally they aren't. So watch that very closely, guys. Here's another chart.